This week, everybody, we have a beer from Comstock, Michigan. It is from Bell's Brewery. Today, we are having Oberon Eclipse, the American Pale Wheat beer from Bell's Brewery. This beer is 6.3% ABV. It has an average rating of 3.68 over 25,000 ratings, 33,000 check-ins. And I have never had it, and I don't think any of my friends have ever had it. It doesn't show me that on the website, but I think if I looked it up on my phone, um, it would tell me if my friends had had it or not. It is a blue brew. That's true. I actually did make a beer like this also. I wouldn't call mine a pale wheat, though. Mine was just more like a wheat beer, or a wit beer. Did I download the Pigeon mod? I did not download the Pigeon mod. The server is not set up for mods right now. But if there was ever one to have, it's on the list, Bex. The Pigeon mod does look pretty sweet for Minecraft. They also made a raspberry version of this beer, too. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was 6.3%. One of my cousins has had this beer. She gave it a 3.75. So we'll see what I give it. Oberon Eclipse. Is it related to Bell's Oberon? Probably. Oberon's the big sun logo. This is the moon logo. So let's get the camera going. We have our resident Michigander in the chat. Michigan, that's me. Get some cold beer. Get some cold beer. Get some cold beer. Welcome in, killer. Hope you're doing well. Hey, dude, those birria tacos looked so good. I've been so curious to try making birria. You'll have to let me know how it went. I had birria, wow, I can't think of the name of breakfast food. With hollandaise. Holy crap, what's the name of it? Benedict. Birria Benedict. In the Dells a couple weekends ago. And it was like a birria taco with a poached egg on top and hollandaise. It was really, really good. Plenty of meat left. Yeah, I'm just curious how you made it. I've always wanted to try it. I mean, I'll try the food too, but keep it for yourself, man. I'll adventure down that path at some point. On an English muffin? No, it was instead a taco, like the polenta breaded, fried taco shells with the meat in it, dipped whatever, and then the egg and the stuff on top of it. So the taco itself was the meat and the bread of Benedict. It was actually super, super good. I enjoyed it a lot. I ate the whole thing. It was delicious. Yes, Oberon Eclipse. Let's crack it open. I've got a bottle opener right here. It might be a twist top. Nope. Is this gonna blow up on me? It shouldn't. It's in a bottle. I guess that's not a guarantee. Nope, we're set. Last week we had a pretty legendary mess after the beer we had in a can just kind of erupted. It spilled all over my leg, all over my chair, all over the floor. It was not the best. I'm surprised that this beer is a 6.3%. Normally when I think of a wheat beer or like an orange wheat beer, ooh, there was a lot of gunk in the bottom of that one. It's looking pretty hazy, but not, well, it might be hazy. I don't know. What's crazy is there's an eclipse tomorrow. I saw that. I wish I could say that I planned that, Bex, but I didn't. No, but I did see that down in South America, right? All right. Take a look. It's in a book. It's in a glass. Reading rainbow. Focus. That looks pretty nice. Focus. Beautiful color. South America and Antarctica get the best view. Right. Yes, I did see that. All right, let's get a photo. There's quite a few particulates floating around in this beer. You can see them all down there. A little nervous. Oh yeah. It's a little gunky. It's a little gunky. When do I need to stare at the sun? All day, every day, Eric. Cheers, everybody. Happy Monday. Whoa. That is strong. But wow, that tastes good. Yeah, so I'm trying to compare this to the citrus ale, like the wit beer that I made. This is definitely more pale. It's more hop forward. Not a ton. It's not like an IPA. It's not even like an APA, but that American pale wheat, that distinction there, I would say is probably one of my favorite styles of beer. Getting on the plane now. Oh no. You better run. Side on Iowa. What are we doing? What are we doing about Iowa? Why is Iowa coming up in conversation? All right. That is very tasty. Let's see what Untappd has to say about it. I tried a beer the other day and I didn't dislike it. You are slowly converting me. Yes, yes. Yes, Bex. Give in to the temptation, Bex. I'm happy to hear that. I'm a firm believer that everybody has a beer out there that they will like. You just got to find it. So I'm very happy about that. I live in the Midwest. It comes up. I mean, yes, Iowa does come up. Comes up quite a bit in sports, in discussions of naming Midwest states that are near Wisconsin. I used to go to Iowa about twice a year to go to karate tournaments, and it's beautiful. The places that I've been in Iowa are very beautiful. I haven't been far, but I have been. Lighter beers no longer ick me out. Good. I'm happy, Bex. Slowly but surely, we are converting. We are converting. All right. This is what Untappd has to say about Oberon Eclipse. Oberon Eclipse Citrus Wheat from Bell's Brewing is a refreshing, easy drinking beer with a 6.3% ABV. This fruit-forward citrus wheat ale has the addition of orange peel and coriander. It's an inviting beer with a clean finish. So that's all the ingredients that we put in our beer we made recently. Ours has a lot more orangey and a lot less even hoppy. It's pretty sweet. It is it's a lot of orange, but there's not much more to it. This is definitely the other half of a orange citrusy beer. Is that it also has that hop profile to it, which I'm surprised they don't mention in the description. But I notice it, especially because it's an American pale wheat. And like I said, that is probably one of my favorite just easy drinking genres of beer. Karate tournaments in Iowa is so funny. Yeah, Bex, I've had quite a few that are like, I swear to God, this is a cider, but it's not. It's very weird how some beers can be that way. Yeah, so the school that I went to karate for, like our gym, our parents' school was out of Dubuque. And there was like one location in my hometown and then like another one at a different school, like a university in the state. I think it was in Platteville. And then there's another one there's like two more in Iowa. And then Mankato, I think, had one. But Dubuque was like the main school. So they would host all the tournaments. You'd have to go there for any of like the clinics that they had. Black belt testing was down in the parent school also. They used to host every year. They probably still do, but I stopped going, so I probably stopped getting invited. Uh, they used to do like a big black belt clinic out. It was a little town called Strawberry Point, Iowa, and it was just in this like rolling hills section, like an hour west of Dubuque, maybe. Just gorgeous. And it was just this like big resort. It was just a big Airbnb basically that everyone would stay at. There'd be a bunch of lectures, a bunch of seminars and exercises, and it was a lot of fun. So that's why we went to Iowa all the time. There was at least there was always a spring and a fall tournament that I'd go to. Um, yeah, Dubuque's gorgeous. I do enjoy. Shrimp has decided we're done being outside. Valid. It's gotta be. It's dark out now, Bex. You gotta get inside. I know, Bex. It is a cute little town. It is like the epitome of a Midwestern town, just like a couple bars and a church. Man, I like this a lot. It's so weird because so I said initially when I took that first sip, I'm like, whoa, that's strong. It's not though. It's really not. It is. It says in the description, it's easy drinking. Yeah, yeah. It's easy drinking. It's crisp. It is a very full flavor, but it's not strong. Like it doesn't taste like it's over 6%. Which could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. But I don't think it's that bad. In my eyes, it's very easy to drink. It is very refreshing. Um, the little amount of hop that's there, it kind of makes it a little more complex than just a normal like fruit beer. I like the little bit extra excitement out of this one. Um, that extra layer of something, it's one more ingredient to just make things a little more exciting. And I think it is. There's lights outside our okay, well, that's fine. I get it. There's lights outside. I guess it's still pretty warm out though. It's probably still like 45 or 50 down by you. It's 40 here, so yeah, I don't know. I like it. I am a fan. I'd be very curious to see the other pale wheats that I've had because I'd mentioned that it's one of my favorite styles. I think, and I really hope I'm not wrong on this. I'm pretty sure Goose Island 312 is an American pale wheat, and that's like one of my favorites of just like a nice, easy to drink craft beer. But let me look quick. Style. I've had 14 American pale wheats. 312 is my highest. Sam Adams makes a summer ale that I liked a lot. Fall Line Brewing had one I liked a lot. There's actually quite a bit from the state of Wisconsin that I've had that I really like. That I had like 7 years ago. I'm just realizing. Great Lakes Brewing Company has one that I give a 4. Yeah, I like to seek these out. I do enjoy the style. I should really try and make one. But I did. I made an American Pale Ale and I made a wit beer, so it's kind of just combining the two. Not like literally combining the two, but combining the two styles to get to this one is probably what needs to happen. Um, I don't know. It's tasty. All right. Let's it says it's no longer in production too, which I'm very shocked to see. But let's start this review. Um uh, in the Um, what am I thinking? I was so focused on writing this, and then my mind stopped, and I don't know what happened to it. Um, Alrighty, everybody. Let's get one more sip, and we'll give this a rating. I'm very curious about all this gunk in the bottom. It's really, really good. Yeah. I'm really sad that this says it's no longer being produced. Maybe they're like making variants of it now. Because it's delicious. I mean, it's a 6% beer that drinks like a 4. It is a great, great balance between hops and the orange. Um, it drinks easy, but you enjoy drinking it. Like, I'll call myself a beer snob because I have like 650 beers that I've tried. As a beer snob, it it just tastes great. It's so nice to drink. Um, and it feels like, a lot of times when I have a beer and I'll say like, "Oh, it's nice that they're not being too complex about it." Like sometimes beers try and just do something crazy, like that chili cheese beer we had a while ago. It's like sometimes they just try and go too far and it works, but it's like it works in an odd way. And then sometimes you get beers like this where it's like, okay, it is simple. It's meant to be simple. And sometimes you get a simple beer where it's, yeah, it's good. It's a simple beer. Sometimes you find them and they're like, this is a simple style that's been just like optimized, Um, and it makes it just such a pleasant experience. I think I've got my number in mind. I don't really taste, I just saw one of the flavor profiles was coriander. I don't think I know what coriander tastes like. Um, is this crushable? No. There's another word I'm thinking of, but I don't know if I'm going to have it. I'm going to put hoppy on it, even though it's not super hoppy. All right. Here's what I have to say, everyone, about the Oberon Eclipse from Bell's Brewery. This is so crisp and refreshing. The light hop profile really goes far in the overall flavor of this beer. It balances the orange sweetness perfectly. One of my favorite styles, and this is a fantastic example. Easy to drink and feels lighter than it is. One more taste. Yeah, I think I've got my number. The flavor profile, I said it was crisp, hoppy, citrus, and citrusy. Apparently, I said citrus and citrusy. I'm gonna say orange instead of citrusy. And the number that I'm gonna give this one, average rating of 3.68. We'll round up to 3.75. I'm giving this a 4.75. It's delicious. It is fantastic. I hope that Bell's brings it back since it says it's no longer being produced. And I'm very sad to see that this may be the only bottle I ever have of it. But very happy that I've gotten to try it because it's really, really good. Apparently it's at a bar in town, Untappd is telling me, so let's get it checked in. There we go. That was beer 657, everyone. 657. So happy you guys would join me for this one. Chromanos is here. I just had a beer explode on me in a way that can only describe as geyser-like. That sounds kind of like me yesterday. Or not yesterday, last week. I had a geyser of my own. I opened it and I just went... Coriander is the seed version of cilantro. I don't know if I get that flavor anywhere, Bex. I don't know how that comes through in a beer. I'm very curious. Yeah, no, beer explosions are never fun, especially if it's a beer you were really looking forward to. That is never fun. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me for this week. What a great beer. Very excited to have had it. And yeah. Thank you for joining me for this one. Tune in next week for yet another beer review. Don't know what we're going to have yet. Kind of depends on the weather, because I had this one today because it felt like a summertime kind of beer. Not that 50 degrees is summertime, but it felt like it, you know. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me for this one. Be sure to tune into the next. Cheers, everyone.